Hello, Captains, it's me, Tonic TZW, and yes, I'm leaving you. Not you guys that are watching the channel, but I'm going to be leaving these guys that I spawn on a cap with. But don't worry, I'm not playing selfish. I'm going to do it for a very good reason, and I'll explain that as we go along, because there's no point in hanging around and waiting to die. Look at the team, we're on Land of Fire. It's domination, which means caps, and caps are king, and there is a division there. Z35, Atlanta, and the Hood. Hood, I'm thinking HE. Atlanta, I'm thinking radar, and Z35, I know how to play the party trick on this. It's smoke and sonar. That 5k sonar and a smoke screen means you can just pop smoke, hit the sonar, and gun down a destroyer if they're getting too close. But I'm in the Yudachi, my stenty little ninja boat, which has that wonderful thing of a torpedo reload booster, and red team are going to play straight into the hands of this one. Now, what I will say is, if you watch the map, and I know I bang about this so many times, our team have completely abandoned B-cap. 2 ships have gone for Charlie, 1 ship is coming this way, and that is just giving that cap to red team for free. But we're going to see what we can do to reduce the number of red team, and unfortunately I back off the cap there before I have a chance to turn it, but we do take a dev strike and first blood on that battleship, who'd sail straight into those torpedoes. Now the cruiser there on the corner, I'm thinking he's lost most of his health, so with a battleship and 2 cruisers here, they can take care of that, I'm quite sure. Because red team now control 2 caps, and that is going to give them an advantage, even though my kill has still put us ahead on points. There is the Hood, which confirms my suspicions that the division spawned on B cap, so I know there's the Hood, the Atlanta, and a Z35 out there, and sadly we are going to lose our guys now to the cruiser that I almost killed with torpedoes early in the game. So but he goes down to the Plymouth. I'm going to spot some torpedoes out there towards the Bismarck, because I'm sure that he was running into the cap, running his sonar to try and pick me up, which is one of the reasons that I chose to get out of there. Now, because red team were able to take this cap early, it means that that full division of ships were able to push round towards Alpha, so me coming this way has kind of dragged them back this way, and I'm just glad that this Atlanta can't shoot for toffee, because I'm just going to steer out of the way of those shots zigzagging because they're so floaty. But again, I run off the cap before I'm able to secure it. Now you'll notice that I am located, which tells me that the Z35 is probably coming this way too. So we're going to spam our torps out there, and thankfully all 5 ships that went to Charlie cap have been able to take their cap. The 2 cruisers across there on Alpha are just running for the back of the map away from that, I think it's the Hood out there. We land a torpedo on the Atlanta. Now we're only one kill so far, but that damage was ticking. He repairs it. There's the Hood, and I didn't see what other ship there. It's that Bismarck that they haven't been able to finish. We lose the Indianapolis at the back. We put our torpedoes out on Hood, and there is the Atlanta. Now we know he's probably still on cooldown for his radar, so I think, okay, we'll be cheeky here and put some shots in. I think we might have earned a kill here. Let's see how that does. Clunk, so 1 more salvo. There we go. We drop the smoke, but before the shells land, which potentially could have given us that Atlanta kill for kill number 2. Yeah, somebody else picks him up, but we land a torpedo hit and a flood on the Hood. He's a poet and he didn't know it, and everybody else seems to be piling into him at the moment. I've dropped detection from the destroyer, which means that the guys on Bravo cap are now closer to him than I am, but that flood ticks out the Hood. I need to stop saying that because it's like all rhyming, and so we're going to push for the Bismarck, because all 4 ships that were across on this cap are now dead, and we put torpedoes through the middle of that gap for the Bismarck. But let's see what happens here, because potentially we can get shots across the top, and I am spotted, which means that the Z35 is behind me. and just as those torpedoes are about to run into that Bismarck, somebody picks up the kill. So that's 2 kills potentially we've missed now, so we could have been on 4. We'll be happy with 2. I'm still spotted, and we're going to slap that set of torpedoes out there behind us, because I'm sure that the Z35 is coming for us. Now you'll notice that the rest of the team are still going to charge across the map towards Alpha Cap, so we're going to slow it down here to normal time. There is only one ship. I'm spotted. There he is. Everybody knows where this guy is now, so I'm expecting this guy, now that I'm well within 5k's of him, to pop his smoke screen, pop his sonar, but for as long as I can, I was going to shoot at him. Now I'm not going to sail away and just take hit after hit after hit. I'm going to go in against this guy, and you're thinking, T, that's the absolutely dumbest idea I've ever heard. Why would you run into a destroyer that's running sonar, that has you detected? And it's, well, everybody seems to be looking this way now. Everybody's got guns on. We avoid one set of torpedoes. He knows I've got a turn to put mine on. Here comes the second set, but before we go out of the game, we drop those there, and this is going to be a triple medal finish. There we go. High caliber, dev strike, and a flesh wound to finish the game. We finish on just under 136,000 damage with 3 kills and 5 medals. Could have potentially been 5 kills had I been a little bit quicker with things there, but finishing on 2900 base XP, and if we'd managed to secure those 2 capture points on Alpha and Bravo, I think that would have been a 3500 game at least. But there we go. Sometimes you've got to leave people behind and go off and do your own thing. It's not always selfish. Sometimes you're doing the best that you can for the team. Don't forget, smash that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of how I played that game, and whether or not I was selfish, or whether or not my play helped to bring home the victory. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.